Hi, I'm Dottie Morrison, and I'm here with Herb Sklar, and we're here to invite you to a presentation that's sponsored by the Photo Club. It's in your Shell Point Life on page 28, and it's called Insights from a Professional New York City Photographer and Artist. And the photographer and artist is your son, Evan Sklar.
Yes, isn't that wonderful? I'm getting a visit, and I'm going to get to hear him talk a little bit.
Yes, and so as a professional, does he work for a company, or is he freelance?
No, he's freelance. He's always been independent.
All right,
yes.
And so he does photography and other kinds of artwork?
He does. He does computer illustration as well as photography, so I think the artists in our community will enjoy it.
Sure.
What's interesting, he uses a program called Procreate, and I was doing that too, and we didn't know that each other were doing it for about over a year. Okay. And every once in a while, Apple in New York invites him to come in and lecture and talk and teach about this program, and he takes a group out actually onto the street with a drawer, and they paint right on their iPads. Yeah.
So photography and then computer graphics as well as other kinds of artwork, and he does his freelance work for what kinds of organizations?
Well, the two kinds, corporate and magazine. The magazines are Southern Living, Martha Stewart, New York Times Travel magazine, and the corporate are American Express and companies like that, you know, the big companies. And he's on call whenever he gets a call for a job. He travels all over the world, and I'm hoping he'll tell us some of his experience, which I'm sure we're not all positive, traveling around with cameras and film and whatnot.
Right, right.
You know, and also too interesting, Evan kind of got it started when the world was still film, and then it went into digital, and it's gone so far, and I'll let him tell the story, that times now when he does a catalog for one of these big catalog houses, he doesn't even bring a camera. Wow. Everything is set, and he lights and designs it.
Wow,
but I'll let him go into
amazing.
detail. So things have really changed since he's been working.
Okay. Now he's received some pretty special recognition, I understand, in his work.
Well, yeah, he's in a bunch of private collectors have his work, but also the Metropolitan Museum has two of his pictures.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen to very many
I would say
commercial artists, I wouldn't think.
No, and so that's wonderful. And matter of fact, that he made 10 prints, and print number 2 was given to my wife on Mother's Day, and print number 2 of the other photo was given to me on Father's Day. So it's kind of special. Yeah.
So he grew up in a home where you were doing
the chaotic home, yes.
I was thinking about your photography and your graphic arts work.
Yes.
So he received his beginning training from you, and his inspiration and his eye, probably.
Oh, his eye is so much more trained and better than mine. He started out at Bard College, was an upstate college, very arty kind of college, wanting to be a film major, and then ended up graduating with a photography major. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and after that he went to work for a gallery called Danziger Gallery in Soho, where he met a lot of famous photographers and got really involved into it. Then he started assisting some pretty well-known photographers, and then he got accepted by Yale for a master's in fine art photography.
Wow.
So his MFA is from Yale, and after that he went into his own business and been huffing since.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this program is going to be on Tuesday, March 20th, 10:15 in the Social Center.
Correct. And
it sounds like there are a lot of different kinds of artists who would love to come and hear him. Obviously photographers, but who else?
Well, I think anybody interested in illustration or art will enjoy seeing his computer paintings.
And how art interacts with computers as well. Anybody that's done graphic things on computers.
Yeah. I think it'll, as much as it might be informative learning, I think it's going to be entertaining to hear some of these stories, because he's been all over the world.
Okay.
You know, so it should be interesting.
All right. So we would like to invite you on Tuesday, March 20th at 10:15 to the Social Center. No tickets are required. We'd love to have everyone who's interested in art, in photography, just in hearing a young person who's been successful in New York City to come by and enjoy Evan Sklar in the program called Insights from a Professional New York City Photographer and Artist.